Hello, it's been some time since I've done a collective reading on my channel, and I just heard it's time to come back. So this one, I just knew today it was time to record, and I just asked the collective spirit team guides, as I call it, what today's message is, and it's a message from your angels. I have been feeling really connected to my own angels lately. However you view your angels, those are your angels. Maybe you call them something different. It's just, whatever energy you feel is really just supporting you right now. It's more of an angelic frequency is what I'm hearing. This really high protective frequency is something I'm channeling right now. So there's going to be 3 different piles you can choose from. I have cards right now. I've been just shuffling a little bit off camera, and as you've probably seen or heard me doing right now. And I'm going to pull, I'm going to show you pile 1, pile 2, pile 3 with a card pull, but I'm not going to get into the pull yet. It's more to help you figure out which pile you want. And even right now, pile 1 came out. I was gonna say maybe a number right now is even sticking out to you. But for pile 1, adventure. Pile number 2, angelic. I'm like hearing angelic frequency, angelic waves. Pile 2, ideal course of action. Pile 3, I thought it might have been sticking out, but I think I pushed it in when I was trying. It always comes back. Pile 3, acceptance of love. So choose pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3 and go into the description below, and I'll have the timestamps for you to click and pick. And if more than one pile calls out to you, have at it. Just follow that beautiful intuition of yours, which I feel lays in your heart and in your gut. So again, I'll just do it really quickly. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. I'm really hoping I'm showing. Okay, I have to make sure I keep them in the right order. Well, I will see you at your pile for your angelic frequency messages. Hello, pile 1. So I just pulled out this deck, Sacred Destiny Oracle. And just so you know, this deck right here is Nature Whispers Oracle. It's just the small version. Normally I think they're about this size. But I split it to shuffle it, and a card just slipped out before I could start, and it's flow. And I just feel your angels are like, this is it. Okay, and this is the second time I've seen this card now with this purity at the bottom. When I look, and again, just a reminder, yours was an adventure. When I look at the purity card, I'm seeing this snow, I think it's a fox, has 2 different eye colors, and I keep hearing duality, 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 duality. And when I look at the adventure card, I'm just hearing different than usual. Like, I just really feel like pausing with this reading, like going slower, like not trying to rush messages. And I feel that's another message for you is flow. And I feel this reading's gonna kind of go all over the place, but it's gonna be flowing. I'm hearing this reading's just gonna flow. So be patient with me as the person in the middle, the medium, I guess. And your message is from your angels. And I'm almost seeing like many angels for you coming in and out. I don't know if you feel very connected to angelic spirits is how I'm hearing it. For all of you, it's almost like I'm hearing like little also fairy spirits. That's so interesting. It's like there's fairies around you almost, but they're angels, like mini angels. I've never heard of it. They're so cute. And I also see like large beings, like all shapes and sizes almost of angels. They're just like fluttering around you. Like you have little ones just like buzzing around you, and then you have like medium ones, and then there's just like, I'm almost seeing like large pillar of an angel, just like, but like all love. Oh, yeah, so much love. But so basically what I'm hearing, we're gonna let this message flow, and because I think it's just gonna be different energies coming in and out, but they all have like, there's like gonna be a nice bow at the end. Like it's all gonna make sense. So it's a disclaimer, I guess, for all of us. So flow, I'm hearing let yourself flow. You might be getting inspiration that hits and you're just like, I'm getting so many different things, like I don't know how to connect them. And I almost feel like you see them as separate, like these two different eye colors, but when you zoom out, you're like, those are a pair of eyes. Those eyes work together to see. Like if you cover up one eye, you realize how much that one eye does, like, and how much they actually like really work together. And I keep hearing peripheral vision. They're bringing me back to a reading I did for some, like personal reading for somebody. And I just remember it was like talked a lot about in that reading about seeing things from the corner of your eye. And if I'm hearing if you've seen like little flutters or just like movement, it's basically like those are the little angels. I'm almost seeing them as like a halo just constantly around your head, almost like in old cartoons when a character would get like knocked out and it's like, and it showed like the little, like those little stars going around the head. I'm viewing it like that, but you have a crown of angels is what I'm hearing. And in this card, it just shows little, I don't know if the camera, it's my phone, will pick it up, but it's like little bits of yellow. Oh, kind of see it. Yeah, just like almost like little glitter. And you don't really notice it zoomed out, but when you zoom in, you can like really see it. And I hear, it's kind of like with your life right now. Something's being illuminated with the full moon. We just had the blue moon happen, if you're watching this at the time I'm posting this. And like the second full moon in August 2023. Illumination on things that seem not important, but they are very important. Again, it's something about when you look at these eyes separately, they look like two separate things, but they actually work together. They're bringing me to a reading I posted on my Instagram the other day about two separate things and bringing them together. And it could be two separate parts of yourself. Like maybe you're so creative and like you love art and stuff, but maybe you also absolutely like enjoy math and equations. And it's like almost, you know, society's like, those two brains don't work that way. You can't be creative in this, and bullshit. We're all created how we're meant to be created. And you might just find like basically two very different parts of yourself, two different facets of yourself, and you're like, how do I mush these together? And I'm hearing it's an adventure that you're supposed to figure out. And this is 33, so I don't know if you've been 30, but I'm seeing 3. So maybe you've been seeing 3s lately. And again, another full moon. We only see half, but I'm picturing it as a full moon. I'm being shown that. I'm like, look at this nose, like a full moon. Like an eclipse. Something that was once hidden is about to be illuminated in your own self, like figuring out how to bring different parts of your life together as one, different parts of your own being as one. And it's go with the flow with this. And you can't force it. We can't force it. I'm part of the collective too. I'm kind of feeling like I'm also part of this reading, but there's nothing to force. So it's not like you going, okay, after this reading being like, okay, I need to sit down and figure this out because of this and this, like, I'm hearing, no, that's not the point of this reading, because like for me personally, a lot of times with stuff like this, I'm like, I need to take action. And then it's like, my mind gets so chaotic, being like, I need to take action. And I'm hearing there's no action for you just like come up with and do. I'm hearing action will come in the flow of time when you get presented with opportunities. Like if there's somebody that's like, hey, can you help me with this? You know, like I'm really trying to plan my room design, just coming up with something that can use like artistic with math, you know. I'm like, I really want to plan my room, but the measurements are really hard, and I just want to decorate, and I don't know where to start. And you're like, oh my gosh, I'm very good at calculations and like designing, you know. I will help you figure out how to place things in your room, and I'll do the measurements. It's something like that. It's inviting, like being open and kind of going, okay, angels, okay, universe, I am ready to bring all these different sides of myself. And it might not just be two things, it might be a smorgasbord of things, but it's coming together. And it's not that you need to go out and find it, go out and seek out how to bring these things together. It's more of being open to when a new type of situation presents itself, instead of being like, I could never do that, because it might sound so far-fetched or so outlandish to what you normally would do in your life or with other people, or a type of job, opportunity, something for fun. It might just seem like so like, I've literally never thought that, or I literally didn't know that existed. How can I do that? How could I be the one to do that? And I'm hearing when you take a step back and really look at all the different parts of yourself. I'm getting shivers, and I feel like heavier, like more grounded. It's like really ground in to your own being and how your soul feels about these different kind of opportunities or things that you are presented with. And choose the ones that feel really good and that light you up. I just feel, excuse me, there's a lot of energy with me, so I tend to burp. I just feel like it's coming. I don't know how to describe, like, this adventure. And look at this, it's a mermaid, and they look so peaceful. This is a very peaceful adventure. It's peaceful, like, you know, there's work involved, there could be hard work, but it's peaceful work for your soul. So you might be, you know, learning something new, doing something new. Maybe you're laboring more, I don't know, with your body, like hands-on work, or using your mind in a different way. So there's like learning and new, and like maybe you are working more, but it doesn't feel like it. It's the type of adventure where it's this opportunity, this thing, it's so peaceful because your soul is like, yes, this feels so aligned. This is so right. This is exactly what I've been wanting. This is exactly what I've been craving, because it's bringing all of these things of my own being and bringing it together. This is what I was made for. This is what I was built for. And so it's a new quest. It's a new adventure. But again, it feels so peaceful. Even if you end up doing a lot of work, it doesn't feel like that. Not saying you might not get tired, and you're gonna need rest, of course. And also, like, if you look, they're resting in this shell, and there's water behind them. Like, the flow. It's all about going with the flow. Well, I'm just really seeing the moon, like, shining. Illumination. This is not, like, things are about to be illuminated for you. I mean, depending on when you read it, whenever you feel, maybe you don't feel it soon for yourself, maybe you feel it's in a certain time frame. Go with what you feel. This is a collective reading, very general. A lot of times I'll watch collective readings, and like when they give time frames, I don't like it, because a lot of times I feel very different from what I'm feeling in my own inner self, and then I get like, oh no, which one's real? It's always what you feel, but not the ego side of you, like the one that's like, oh, I hope, or oh no, that can't be me. It's your soul's knowing. I feel like this is just a separate thing they want me to bring up of what does your soul feel? What is your soul getting at? And there's sirens going by, I'm outside. So there's all these noises. So I feel this is being very highlighted, this part of the message. I just want to look. Yeah, for both of these, there's the water close, but then it keeps going. So it keeps going away from them, keeps going down, like towards the moon. There's something here now that you can do that's gonna lead you continuously down this river of change, of flow, is what I'm hearing, of this adventure. It's not, again, like, you don't have to like take this action. It's more, what do you want to do? It's what sounds fun to you, what sounds like a creative thing, what's a fun hobby you like doing. I'm hearing just like do more of the things that light you up, and it's just like I'm just seeing you meandering down this river, this stream, and just slowly things are being illuminated. Because when you think of a full moon, it's over a course of time that it develops. It's not that you have a new moon and then all of a sudden you have a full moon. No, you have a new moon and then it slowly takes time to progress into a full moon. So I just feel, take your time with this discovery. And again, things are going to be more like flowing towards you. I'm hearing very receptive energy, like the feminine energy of receptivity. It doesn't matter how you identify gender-wise. It's more of just that energy of receiving. It's this receptive energy. Again, this mermaid just chilling. But they're on an adventure. And they're in their own world here in this shell, but then there's more here too. So I feel you've already started an adventure, whether you realize it or not, and there's also more coming. And I'm also seeing you're in your own little reality, and in a good way, in the way you're meant to be. I'm hearing everyone has their own pocket reality that is for their soul. And I'm hearing to keep that safe. So don't feel like you need to share this with anybody. Don't feel you need to go out and proclaim anything. I'm hearing really protect it. Like the shells are very protective for the creatures that live inside of them. I'm hearing keep these protected in your heart right now. Whatever you feel is coming to mind. Whenever you get presented an opportunity, if you're afraid of what others will think, if you're just like, I don't know how they'll react, I'm just hearing keep it close to your heart, protect it, only share it with those who you would trust coming into your shell, into your reality, and not ruin it or try to break it apart, but rather add to it and expand your reality. So there are certain people who are expanders in our lives and certain people who are restrictors in our lives. And those people who restrict, they're just most likely trying to love you, want what's best for you. But again, their reality is very different from your own pocket reality. So this is just kind of a side message, but a very important one. I'm kind of seeing the shell of this reading, the protective energy. I'm hearing like mothering, fathering, parental energy of this reading. Keep a lot of keep the beginning of this journey, or however much of it, to yourself or to those that you can truly, truly trust to only expand your reality. But I just really feel keep it to yourself right now. Really keep it to yourself. And then over time, once you've learned from it and you've overcome barriers yourself and you've kind of made it on this other side, I feel this is gonna be very different for all of you. This feels kind of broad, a message, but I feel like it's gonna hit all of you differently, which is what I'm hearing. That's what it's supposed to do. So yeah, just I think there's stuff going on in your own life right now, and I'm just hearing keep it to yourself. Maybe you have best friends or a partner, someone who you always share stuff with. I'm hearing you don't have to. You don't have to share. Don't guilt yourself into sharing something you're not ready to share. And don't explain yourself in ways you don't feel ready to explain yourself. So that just feels, and there's this card I felt called to share, simplicity. I'm hearing keep it simple. There's that phrase, keep it simple, stupid, and I just heard like, we hate that. Keep it simple, sweetie. Like, why not make it cute and nice? Why are we degrading people? Keep it simple, sweetie. Like, you're allowed to just simplify it. I'm hearing this is kind of overarching, simplify. I'm also hearing to simplify this message really quickly. Going with the flow of the energy of life. Things are coming about yourself. Just open yourself up to receiving different ways that you'll be able to bring all these facets of you into one, or all these different parts of your life into one, and get ready for an adventure. And most of us, the adventure has started a lot in the background. We don't know it yet. We don't know how, but so many steps we've taken have already started this adventure, even if we can't see it now. But we are extremely protected, very, very protected, and keep protecting your own energy too. Okay, now I'm going to end this reading with a card from my own deck, a Gentle Journey Oracle. I have this deck on my website if you would like the energy. This is all about being gentle with our journeys and just stepping away from society's energy and coming into our own energies. So for pile number 1, what message do we have? I keep hearing simplify it, simplify it, simplify it. If this reading felt kind of chaotic, I'm hearing that's okay, obviously, how you take it, but it's not supposed to feel like chaos. It's supposed to lower. So if you feel triggered by anything I said, like in a way of like feeling your heart beating faster, like I have to do, I'm hearing maybe do some shadow work and work on unblocking things of why you feel you have to do all the time. That's literally something I've been working on. Maybe that's why they use that example, because it's literally something I've been working on, is inner child healing meditations where I go in and I figure out why I feel this like intense need to do all the time. So maybe that's something that you're feeling too. And the card you, slow and steady wins the race. Oh my gosh. I didn't see it. Literally perfect with what I was talking about. Just simplifying it, going with the flow, and just we're finding ourselves, we're finding our calling, our purposes, and we're already in it though. We're already in it, and it's just one step at a time. I'm hearing baby steps. Okay, I'm gonna do one more card, and then we'll end this reading. It's interesting. A lot of times I'll hear a lot of chatter, like I'll hear a lot of messages as I do these, but this one just, it's calm. I hear like almost nothing. It's like allow yourself to just sit in the quiet and literally think of nothing. Last card, don't fret, it all works out in the end. This or something better. I feel during that time when I was just talking about not thinking of anything, I think a lot of you had inner chatter, and I feel it was maybe a lot of anxiety driven chatter, and this is for that, whatever you were just thinking of. And if you weren't thinking of anything, it's something else. You'll know what it means, I'm hearing. But don't fret, it all works out in the end. This or something better. Wow, I just feel so calm with this reading. Like it just felt like a big hug. I just love it. And I'm hearing that's it. And I'm seeing like the angels like pretend to like fly away like bye, but like they just come right back because they're like, oh, we're here. We're always here. So that's so sweet. So pile 1, that was your reading. Again, if you're interested in my deck, A Gentle Journey Oracle, it's up on my website. And currently I'm on hiatus doing personal readings, but you can always check my website. I don't know when you're watching this. This is a timeless reading, so just check my website just to make sure if I am doing them or not, if you do want a personal reading, because normally I do have them. Just right now I'm taking a rest, but I feel called to do collectives more. So yeah, and I hope to feel you all later. I'm sending you so much love. Send you a little hug, and yeah, bye. Hello, pile number 2. You chose ideal course of action. Number 37, 7, 8, 9, 10. Also number 10. When you add 3 and 7. Ideal course of actions. It's interesting, there's flamingos in this, but they're all standing on 2 feet instead of 1. I feel usually you see flamingos like on their 1 foot, but there's 2. This feels very stable. Something I'm hearing, what goes up must come down. And there's dandelions, and one looks full, like the seeds, I mean. Some are like, there's different phases here. Some are this phase, just like being the flower. This one's the full, like ready to be blown away, made a wish. Sorry, my camera's not the best quality because it's my phone. But here, this one looks like it's been blown, like the wish has been made. What goes up must come down. This is so intriguing. I just feel something that's been unstable is about to be stable again. Again, or for the first time, depending. This is collective reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And I'm seeing right here, so there's the one that was blown, and they're all the way over here. It's like they're in a new land now. There's a polar bear, there's a lion. I'm hearing strength. Big, big flower. Okay, so over here, dandelions are seen as weeds, and this one looks like a flower someone would purposely plant. And I'm just hearing, you know, it's amazing to appreciate weeds and be like, there's still a flower, you can still find beauty in them. I feel you've seen beauty in your life where you've been, but I'm hearing you've been wishing for more because you've realized you do deserve more, but you have been able to appreciate the beauty in what you've already, in the good times that you have had, which is amazing. I'm hearing, I'm just seeing clap, 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 clap. But you've wished for greater, to expand, to grow more, to live an even more beautiful life. And that's where you're headed, I feel. Why are the flamingos the 2? Sorry, I have a notification there. I feel like there's something about the flamingos that I just feel like I'm not fully grasping right now. Maybe you have an idea of what this means for you. Because a lot of times I love, when I watch pick a card readings, someone will say something about the card, and I'm like, that meaning doesn't mean anything for me personally. I know it's meant for somebody else, and then I'll like channel my own meaning for that card, and it just like hits. So I'm wondering if there's something about the flamingos for you, going like, instead of being on 1 foot, being on 2 feet. Maybe that's significant for you. Maybe you can channel your own message there, or maybe we'll come to it later, or maybe it's kind of both. Like you can channel, you'll get stuff, and then I can add to it. I don't know, there's just something about this ideal course of action. I feel you're going on an ideal course, like your life is taking an ideal course, like twists and turns. It's ideal for you. You are on the right path. Your journey is leading you exactly where you need to be and where you wish to go. All the wishes that you wished for, I'm hearing, as you keep taking the ideal course of action, it's coming up, like it's happening. And when I say taking ideal course of action, a lot of times when I hear about taking action, I like freeze up because I'm like, am I not doing enough? Oh, like, and we can get so in our minds because our society a lot of times is like, you need to do more. Ideal course of action can be resting when you're told to rest. It can be playing when you feel like you're meant to play and bring out your inner child. It can be, I'm seeing like phone calls with friends, having fun, stop scrolling on social media as much, and coloring and drawing instead. I feel there's a very creative, fun, like, I'm hearing the ideal course of action right now, again, is to really appreciate where you are and like on this journey. There's a boat here, and it's like you're on the journey, and it can feel very weird, like the scene of this woman here compared to the boat. She's like very large, and from the boat's angle you would just see part of the dress that looks kind of like terrifying waves or a sea creature from the boat. And so it's something, you're in this area, I feel, that feels really scary, very unknown. Things look scary, like appear scarier than they actually are, because it's like you would just zoom out and be like, oh, it's just a woman with an iguana on her head. She seems nice. Like, it's, I don't know, it's just, it just feels like you're on this like journey. Okay, card just kind of fell from my lap. Like, they went like this. Action. Oh my gosh. More waves, kind of what I was talking about. Just talking about action too. I swear, oh. And I just looked at the time, it said 555. Change. Ideal change. Action. I just want to kind of sit with this action. If you feel like you're still on this side and you've been called to start taking action and move to the other side, it is time to start taking action. Like if you're feeling called to move somewhere, I'm hearing just start packing. If you feel you're meant to do a different job, I'm hearing just start thinking about what lights you up. What's your ideal job? It's taking steps, because I feel a lot of us, I'm seeing almost like this water being frozen over in my mind, like almost so scared to move or to make a change. So I'm seeing like there's a lot of times we use salt to de-ice, you know, like people put salt down so people won't slip and it will kind of melt the ice a little bit. Is it just salt, or is there something else in there? But anyway, but every single grain matters. If you have just one, you look at it and you're like, that's not going to do anything, but you keep adding more and more, it's going to make a difference. So I'm hearing just start with one thing, and then you're just going to keep adding on, and that's going to basically defrost your waves, defrost your life of feeling stuck, like you don't know where to go. Just take one actionable step that's easy to do, and then you just keep going from there, because then you'll prove to yourself, okay, I can do it. Okay, I can do it. Okay, now I can reach a little higher now. Okay, I can go even more outside of my comfort zone now. Like, don't feel like you need to take this massive leap right now. I'm seeing the Fool card and tarot crossed out. Like, you don't need to do that right now. Like, take a giant leap of faith. I feel like you might have already done that a lot, or you'll be called to do that later on too. Throughout our whole lives, we'll be called to do that multiple times. But I'm hearing that's gonna come at the end of this. Like, I'm seeing like the boat here, it's like inching, and but then there's gonna need to be a time to jump out of the boat and onto like the flower land is what I'm hearing. And that's gonna be a huge leap, because you're gonna be like, I've been on this boat's been my security, this boat has gotten me from here to here, how am I supposed to leave this boat? And it's leap. So there will be a time for that. And I'm also being guided to talk about, like, if you've already done a major change in your life, like kind of like an awakening, if you've already left something big, like a job or a relationship or a friendship, you've already taken a big move, like you've done something or multiple things that are really, really big, and you've almost been in like this hermit mode. Like, I'm viewing the boat as a hermit mode. Like, you've been in this boat, hunkered down, going along with the waves. Some days are terrified, but you're like, I'm still staying on this boat. I'm not jumping off this boat. I'm not going back there where I was before. Like, no way am I turning this boat around. It's only forwards. But it can be really terrifying. Like, you know, when you see just like things that scare you from the boat window, or you hear things are creaking in the boat and you're like, what have I done? What the hell have I done? But you're still doing it. You're still there and you're working through things. You're purging things. Like, physically, you might be like clearing out your space, also like your emotional trauma, childhood traumas, like adulthood, teenage trauma. Like, I'm just hearing like shadow work, diving within, diving deep. Like, I'm just seeing you on the boat, kind of at the bottom of the boat. Like, everyone's walking about, like making the boat work, and you come up to like eat and drink, sometimes steer the boat, but a lot you're just kind of like going with it. You're just bobbing with the boat. And I'm seeing like a lantern lit. I'm seeing the Hermit card in tarot in my head and he has the lantern with the star in it. And the star card in tarot, there's multiple meanings, so one of them is wish fulfillment. So I'm seeing you in the boat, you're in the cabin, and I'm seeing this lantern lit with the star in it, your wishes in there, the wishes that you've made, that you are chasing after, that you're going after. And it's like you keep looking at the lantern, it's lighting your way, it's lighting you up so you can do all you need to do to keep moving forwards on this journey. And this is to get back to kind of what I was saying before, there's a version of you that you already left behind, that you had to say goodbye to when you left these big things, so you made those big leaps. And then there's the version of you on the boat, the hermit mode. That is a version of you, the person that is doing all of this deep emotional healing, that's really like working on leaving behind. I'm getting so many chills right now. I feel a lot of us, you are resonating with this. And you're just, it's like, this is the version of you that you needed to become to just release it all, to heal it all. Not heal all, I mean, we're constantly healing, but a big portion, I'm seeing like a water thing just go down a lot. Like, you've been just like emotionally purging, like you've been diving deep. And then there comes a point when the boat docks and you need to leave this version of you behind. I have so many chills. This feels so big, like a big message. There comes a point when you need to say goodbye to this hermit version of you. This person that has been staring at the star in the lantern this whole time, unable to reach it, but going, I know it's there. I know it's there. I know it's possible. I know this is for me. I know I'm going towards this. I know I cannot go back. I can only go forwards. And you're hunkered down. And there comes a point when you need to then release this version of you. And it's really hard, because this is the version of you that got you to your wishes. This is the version of you that deeply felt. This is the version of you that just went for it. This is the version of you you will never forget. This is the version of you that you will have the most highest respect for, like in your whole life. This is the version of you that you will tell story after story after story about, but you'll need to say goodbye. There comes a point when you can no longer be this version of you, because you need to step into the version of you that gets the wish fulfillment, that gets what you've been manifesting, that you've been working for and working towards. And I'm hearing you are entering the era of needing to say goodbye to the version of you that went through hell, basically, and also learn to experience beauty in hell, like learn to find joy in this dark place. I'm almost seeing you like playing with mice at the base of the boat, like in the cabin of the boat, just being like having a dance party with mice and like candlelight, and you're like, huzzah, I can have a great time here. Like the underbelly. I don't know, it just feels like you've been able to find the joy, but there's been a lot of tears and sorrows, and it's just like an ocean, like on a rough journey. It's like up and down, really good days, really bad days, really good days, and you don't know when you're gonna feel what, but it feels like an emotional roller coaster. The ride is ending, it's coming to an end. I'm seeing the boat docking, and then like the board coming down and you just standing almost kind of like paralyzed, looking out at the fresh land in front of you. And I just saw 1414 when I looked up. The 2 times I've looked at the actual time, 555, 1414. I forget what 4 stand. I looked it up so all numbers can stand for many different things, but I remember once I looked it up, and what really stuck with me is things you've been wanting to manifest or working on manifesting coming to fruition. So that's actually perfect. 14, you can also look up the numbers 14, or maybe just repetitive numbers just mean in general. I'm also getting just a general sense here of good job, you're on the right path, and this is important. There needs to be a time for you to say goodbye to this beautiful, beautiful, incredible, bright person that you had to become to get you to where you wanted to always be. But again, you need to say goodbye to the safety net of this space that you've been in, this hermit mode. Maybe you moved to a new city and now you already feel like you need to leave and go somewhere else. You know, it's like maybe there's a job that was like in between that was supporting you to get to your actual job, and you're like, now I have to leave this, even though this like helped me. I love the people I met and all this stuff. There's a safety, there's this fondness you have for this space, for this version of you, but you need to let it go to be able to get, this is like the final destination basically is what I'm hearing. And you might be like, I've already let go of so much and now I need to let go of more. And it's not the same. It's not like releasing and getting rid of it. It's stepping out of it. You can always visit the boat. You can always say hi to your friends that live on the boat, or, you know, this isn't something you have to just like buy and ditch. Maybe some of you, the areas, I don't know. There's a lot of different energies coming through. You'll know. You know what one's for you. You'll feel it in your gut, your heart, your soul. But I'm hearing that time is coming really soon, or you're at that threshold right now and having a hard time taking that step over and actually claiming the life you've been working towards. And it's time to claim that life that you've been working towards. It is. I think that's the action. It's claiming that life. Yeah, and again, remember I was talking about the baby steps to like unfreeze. It's like one step at a time off the boat, you know, you don't need to just run off of it. Maybe some of you do, maybe it's kind of ripping off a Band-Aid for some of you, but I'm hearing it's okay to just take your slow and steady steps off the boat. As long as you keep doing it. And I'm hearing don't make the steps smaller and smaller and smaller as you keep going forwards, because you'll never get off of it. It's make them a little bigger each time if you can, or, you know, baby, maybe the last one needs to be a big one. Again, different for everybody here. Okay, I'm being told, okay, I'm going to now pull some cards from my own deck, a Gentle Journey Oracle. And quickly, I want to let you know, this is the Nature Whisper Oracle deck. It's the small version. And then this one, what's this called? Oh, Sacred Destiny Oracle. And I'll have them linked below. And then I have my own deck, a Gentle Journey Oracle, that's literally I made it during a time of transition myself, and to really get you outside of society's viewpoint on life and into your own soul's path and destiny. And basically it's like talking to your soul, like your soul talking to you through this deck. So if you connect to the energy, I have it available on my website. So for pile number 2, what last messages do we have? I'm hearing so many tales to tell in this way of that I just feel this journey on the boat. I'm talking about everything you've been through. You can write a book about it. You could go on a podcast and talk about it. It's just talking to friends or talking to people you meet and sharing your story is going to change lives. Maybe you've already changed lives already by talking about it. But I feel a lot of times when we're in the boat, like in that area, we don't talk about it as much. It's more when we're outside of it and we've accomplished it, we can then share it. I'm just hearing you're meant to share your story. I have goosebumps all over. Okay, and your card is, the more gentle you are with yourself, the more lucrative the results will be. I'm hearing don't curse yourself off the boat. Don't go, you dumb bitch, we need to get off the boat. Like, rude. gentle. That's what this like whole deck is about, is like taking those negative, how you would negatively talk to yourself and turn it into something more positive. And like, how would you talk to a friend going through this, being like, you know what, this is a hard transition, this is really hard, I see you, I hear you. Or how would you talk to a child, you know? Like, we know like this journey was like really hard, and it's really scary to leave this place that you've learned to call home and that you've been comfortable in and that you've learned to survive in. But you know what, this area out here, we're not only going to survive, we're going to thrive. We're going to really have a good time here. Everything we've worked towards is over here. But I know it's really hard to leave this. So you know what, I'm gonna hold your hand. You can imagine like your spirit team holding your hand and say, you know what, we're gonna take one step off at a time off this boat until we end up on the land. We're just gonna do one step at a time, maybe one thing each day, one thing every other day, depending on what your schedule's like. And you know what, we're gonna make it off this boat. I believe in us, we're gonna do it. We don't have to push ourselves off the boat, but we can walk off the boat. We can dance off the boat. You know, be just really gentle with how you talk to yourself during this period of transition. See the two differences there that I showed? And so I'm hearing talk to yourself. How would you talk to a child if you're like, I don't know how to talk to children? How would you think about when you were a kid? And maybe times adults weren't the most patient with you. How did that make you feel? And how do you wish they talked to you? How do you wish they communicated to you? What did you want as a child? And channel that energy and talk to yourself in that way. And when you hear yourself talking rude to yourself, just say, oh, caught myself. How can I change that? Instead of berating yourself even more. Like, I can't believe I'm talking to myself this way. It's more of just, oh, caught myself being rude to myself. I'm gonna change this up, because it's a learning process, and just be gentle with yourself with that too. And then I'm gonna pull one more card for you. Oh, sorry. It landed on one of my cat's head. It just bonked her. And she was like, slow and steady wins the race. Oh my gosh, pile 1 got this one too. And this just like landed on her head. So I feel like this is supposed to be like really like, put this in your head. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Slow and steady wins the race. Slowly get off the boat, but do it. The action is to get off the boat. That's what you're being called to do. To transition from this really, really comfortable spot to somewhere that you've been like literally longing for, even though it's terrifying. It's a terrifying step to take, because one was in your own world and now one's more outwards, is kind of what I'm hearing. But it's okay. Slow and steady wins the race. You got this. You're a beautiful soul who can do tough things. You already have. And this is another thing you're going to check off. And you're going to do it slowly and gently, and work on being really kind to yourself, because that's what you deserve. I loved this message. Wow. I feel like it just got so profound. And I never did get the flamingo thing. I'd be so curious. Let me know in the comments if you feel like sharing. I don't want to make you share something. If it's a very important message just for you, don't feel like you have to share. But if you feel like you channeled one for the collective, for people watching this, I would absolutely love for you to share. That would be amazing. Again, if you liked my deck, A Gentle Journey Oracle, it will be on my website, or it is on my website. And currently, if you're watching this when I posted it, I'm not doing personal readings at the moment. I don't know, when I'm doing these it might change, we'll see. But I would just check my website either way. If you do want a personal reading, just keep checking it, because I will eventually be doing them again. I'm just taking a little hiatus, but who knows, that could end soon. I'm just going with my gut here of when I'm meant to do it or not, but I'm feeling more called to do collective ones, which is why I'm doing this right now. So, but yeah, I would just leave a comment, I was gonna say like, for like, so I was thinking subscribe, or scribe. And yeah, I'm just sending you so much love. I'm gonna send you a little hug, and I hope to feel you later. Bye. Hello, pile 3. You chose acceptance of love. And number 38, which also comes to 11. I'm still someone who has to count on my fingers. Anybody else? So 11, and 11 is a pair. And there's a pair here. I'm just gonna take a moment. It's interesting because I don't know how well my camera will pick this up because I'm using my phone's camera, but in the tree here, there's like different faces. You have to like look pretty hard to see that they are faces in general, but they are very hard to see. And I'm getting the sense of, if you've been someone who's been really looking for love, a partner, or even a friendship, just like acceptance of love, like love in general, and love can come from, you know, family, friends, partnerships of all shapes, sizes, and ways. And I feel maybe some of you might be scared of like, what if I don't pick the right one? What if I get it wrong again? What if I I just keep hearing, what if I get it wrong again? What if I get it wrong again? But they're like, this person in the tree, they are clearly sticking out. You can see them. And I mean, they're both kind of part of the tree here, but I'm picturing as this person as you, because this, if you look at it's like feminine, masculine energy here is how I'm taking it. And you're in more of a receptive mode is kind of how I feel. Or even if you're someone who's more like in the going after mode, it's more like when you find them, you just meld together. And so you end up receiving each other. You end up really like coming in to union and receiving each other. And again, this could be a friendship, it could be a partnership, just whatever. I feel a lot of romantic love here, but again, maybe you have a romantic partner and you've been really looking for like a friend to confide in. You know, it's whatever you feel this energy is for you. I'm even hearing like parents, like maybe the parents you grew up with just haven't felt like your parents, and you're like almost really wanting like a motherly or fatherly or parental figures in your life. I'm getting a lot of chills. So I feel this could be something actually quite a few of you are desiring, and that's also a type of relationship that you can manifest, that can come to you if you're really like, again, working on your self-love and self-worth. You can call in those types of relationships too, of like, you know, a mother and father figure, parental figures, grandparent figures, you know. It's just, I'm just seeing like this kind of energy of just really inviting this in. Like I feel you have become a vessel of self-love. That's what I feel. I feel you're already there, you're already here. And now you're kind of at this point where you're like, but what if I accidentally get it wrong? Because you've been working so hard, you've been doing so good, and I feel like you feel like you're really close to this manifestation of this kind of energy you've been wanting in your life. And it's almost this like, but what if I do it wrong? And again, I'm hearing it's a no-brainer of like, you're gonna see nope, or you're not even gonna like see them, like you not even make out the people that like try to come to you. Is kind of like but like the person or the people that you're meant to meet in your life, like divine connections, divine timing. I'm also hearing it's like the connection for both of you is so like receiving of each other, where you just and there's no mistake. There's no mistake. It's you for each other. And again, it's not just romantic love. It can be any type of love. Okay, so now, just so you know, this was from Nature Whispers Oracle. This is the smaller version. And this is the Sacred Destiny Oracle that I'm going to pull another card for you from. Woo, woo. It made the love card fall off. But I feel... and turn over, and I'm almost seeing like, oh, see, told you. But I'm like, no, I can just flip it back over and look at it. There's something I think where if something happens, or you feel like you might be getting texts from the universe of like, you know, someone coming in your life just to make sure you know to say no to them, and maybe you're taking that as a sign like, see, my person doesn't exist. Oh, I'm sorry, baby. I hit my cat with cards. I did that the last day too. I'm so sorry, honey. Oh, baby. what was I saying? Oh, you might be getting tested by the universe right now, sending you different people, different circumstances of people, and they're so close to the type of love you've been manifesting, type of partnership, and its relationship. And you might be just like, see, it doesn't exist, or see, the wrong ones are there. What if I accidentally pick somebody like this? But I'm hearing, but you haven't. You're not. That's the whole point of these tests, is to confirm for yourself your own self-worth and to show the universe, okay, we're ready to bring in the real one, the real ones here. Because like I said, these cards like made it fall off my chair and onto the ground upside down. And so it looks like a loss, or it looks like, oh no, it happened again. But I just leaned over, picked it up and flipped it over. And it's like, no, we're good. And so it's really like, if you get presented these people that aren't authentic to your path, all you have to do is say, no thanks, no, I don't want to meet up again, or no, I don't want to meet up in general, you know, and you keep moving on. You're not doing anything wrong. You're just passing tests. You're passing your own self-worth, and each time you're building your self-worth more and more and showing the universe, okay, they're ready. I don't know, it's just, I just kind of, when it flipped over, I just felt this energy, and I just keep being shown how easy it is to flip it over, almost like, come on. But it's in a very loving way. I think your spirit team, your angels, they're a little witty. They like having some fun with you, doing some jokes. It's interesting, my readings tend to be actually more jokey than they have been this time around. And it's interesting because usually I channel the whole spirit team, but this one's been, you know, your angels. And I just feel, lately I've been channeling more angelic messages for myself, and they've been less witty, less funny than usual. Because I don't know, I feel like angelic energy, I'm just getting this vibe of like a little more stoic, but like so much love and wisdom and just protectiveness. But your angels, they have a little wit to them, I feel. Ooh, purity. Purity. You have purified yourself so much of people and relationships that no longer serve you. You're a blank slate right now. With the color white, I just feel like you could just like splatter all this beautiful color on it, like vibrant color, and the eyes are so vibrant and colorful. You have a vibrancy about you. Like, you have purified your essence. You have purified just what it means to be you. You have stepped into your authentic version of yourself, into your true power, into you. And I almost heard like, oh, I have a long ways to go. There's a reason we live until we die. I'm hearing we're always going to be able to purify more and to heal more and to work on ourselves more, because we're going to be just keep living, and as we live we're just doing this stuff. But I'm being really shown, look how much you've already done. I'm hearing you're pretty much a clean slate right now. Like, there's honestly not much more to do besides work through triggers and anxieties that come up, and like work on bringing those up and working with that subconsciously and working on your worth. Like, there are things that can still come up, but I'm just hearing, I feel like you're trying to I'm seeing you scrubbing a squeaky clean floor, going, it's not clean enough, it's not clean enough, it's not clean enough. And everyone who walks by, I'm seeing your angels and your spirit team being like, looks pretty damn clean to me. How about you get up from scrubbing the floor and admire what you've done, and then start decorating the place? Because it's like, I've seen like you've done a deep purge, a deep clean, a deep cleanse of yourself, and they're kind of like, you did the deep clean, now let's add some decorations, let's make it a home. So I'm hearing like, maybe you've just purged so much of your life. This is kind of a separate message, but kind of intertwines of, maybe you've purged your whole closet, and you're like, I need to do more, I need to do more. And they're like, how about you look at what you have, look at yourself in the mirror, and what does your soul crave? What kind of fashion sense do you want to show off? Start buying some new pieces for yourself, you know? Or like decorate your home and with what you've already gotten rid of. And also with relationships, you've gotten rid of the relationships that no longer serve you, and you are ready to adorn your soul with relationships that do. They're showing me that there's the floor again of you just like frantically trying to clean this already squeaky clean floor, going, it's not good enough, it's not good enough, they can't come. And I'm seeing somebody, oh, okay, shivers, big message coming in. I'm seeing one person, and for some of you it's multiple people, standing in the doorway, and you just are looking at their dirty shoes. All you are looking at are their dirty shoes. You're not even looking up to see who they are or anything, and they're like, can we come in? Can we come in? And you're like, no, your shoes are dirty. And there are some people I'm seeing that do have very dirty shoes, and I'm taking this as like who have not worked on their own selves, who have not worked on healing, and you're like, nope, nope, nope. And I'm hearing good, yes, beautiful job setting those boundaries. So I'm seeing there's been a whole line of people, and those have been your tests of all these people with like dirty ass shoes, and you're like, nope, 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 nope. And then people are starting to trickle in. I'm seeing now is coming the time when people come in who have pretty damn clean shoes, but nobody is going to have 100% clean shoes because they have to at least walk from the car to your home or whatever. And nobody can be perfect. Nobody is going to be precisely pure. This fox still has color, but look at them. They're still so beautiful. Actually, the color adds to them. And I'm hearing people are going to start coming to your door asking to come in, and you're going to want to invite them in. It's like your soul's like, yes, it's time, but your eyes are going to be like, I think I see a speck of dirt, so I should say no. But I'm seeing like zoom out. Don't just look at their shoes. Look at the whole person, like soul to soul. And you can invite them in. Start inviting these people in. And yes, your floors are going to start getting a little bit dirty. And I'm hearing people who come into your life, they're going to trigger some stuff in you about your self-worth, about if you feel like you're good enough for them, because you've been doing all this healing alone in your own safe little bubble. But now people are going to start coming in. Actually, the fact with these butterflies, I'm seeing people are just like pouring in that have been evolved themselves. All these people who have been evolving themselves are coming into your life, and it's time to invite them into your home, into your soul. The ones again that you can, and all their shoes combined are going to add some dirt to your floors. Or over time, when they keep coming into your home, it's going to add dirt to your floors. But I'm seeing them getting down on their hands and knees and scrubbing the floors with you. That's so beautiful. They're like, you're not doing this alone. Like, I've dirtied up these floors, I'm gonna help you clean them a bit. And then you go to their house and you do the same for them. They invite you into their home kind of timidly, like, look, this is very vulnerable for me to let you in here. And the more you come into their home, the more you dirty up their floors a little bit, but then you clean them together, and it's like the most rewarding thing ever. And you clean your shoes together, you clean yourselves together. Nobody is going to be perfect, but it's people who are holding themselves accountable, people who are willing to get down and do the work with you by themselves. I'm seeing them cleaning their own floors themselves too, like not always needing help, you know. I'm hearing it's not codependency here, it's support here. All of you are willing and able to clean your own floors, to really work on your own healing and your own process and seek out professional help. I'm seeing some of you like hiring cleaning services to come into your bathroom and clean your bathroom. It's like, you know, seeing therapists and doctors like to really help you with certain parts of yourself that these other people can't help you with. And you know to go to these sources versus trying to rely on some one person. Maybe a lot of you have been in codependent relationships and you're like, I don't want to do that again. Can I have this healthy kind of relationship? Because when you look at them, you might be like, they're so codependent, look at how intermingled they are. But I'm seeing like, no, their roots spread far. They can easily walk away from each other. Their roots are intermingled though. They are two separate beings, but they are also one. It's coming into one. It's coming into union. And I'm just hearing, again, instead of being so afraid of past mistakes, it's more when you invite these people into your life, when you feel yourself getting triggered, when you dirty your own floor, or it's like, I'm seeing you like smashing jam on the floor, being so upset when they're around, but then you're like, I just have to clean this up. I apologize. I work on it. I won't do that again. I don't know, there's something about, you know, divine counterparts, divine people in our lives, soul families. They're going to bring up stuff in us, and it's a lot of, are we worthy of this love is kind of how I'm feeling. Am I worthy of this person? And you work through those emotions. You're going to work through them. But right now, you're just scrubbing a clean floor, and it's time to let people in. Because do you want to just scrub your floor clean and have a pristine floor your whole entire life? Or do you want to allow people to like tread through your house and have laughter and fun and game nights and just enjoyable times is what I'm hearing. And then you have to clean your floors again. It's either you never have to clean your floors ever again, but you're just sitting in your house alone and you never go out yourself afraid of coming in and tracking stuff in your home. Or do you want to invite this energy in? And you're going to have to clean your floors once in a while, maybe every day at first, you know. This one is just so much more fun. And yeah, you'll have to clean, that's okay. Again, people are going to help you. You can get outside support if needed. And you got this. That's what I'm hearing. Wow, what a cool message. How cool is that? I really like that message. It's just so, I've never thought about it that way. I tell you, these angelic messages, they're just hidden. They are hidden. Okay. This is hard. Voyage. Look at it. It's like, it's two. I really feel some of you are really seeking like a parental support, because I'm just seeing like, you know, parent and child. But also in here, it's someone who feels very protective. These are all energies that are so protective over you. And this full moon here, we just had the blue moon in August. If you're watching this when I posted it, so we had 2 full moons this month. And I'm hearing once in a blue moon, these relationships feel so almost like you're like starstruck by these people. You're like, or this person, you're literally like, how do you exist? How is this real? Like, how is this happening? Because once in a blue moon, it's just like something so rare, so special. That's what these relationships feel like to you, because that's what they are, because you are also that person to them or these people. And these relationships are so protected. I'm just seeing like you and your spirit team, like you are so protected, and your spirit team is really lifting you up during this time and bringing you towards who you need to be. Like you don't have to tread through all this water right now. You don't need to. I'm hearing it's a time to rest and just soak in your own love. Keep going on with your life, but being open to inviting people into your home, inviting people into your space, and learning and being okay with being vulnerable with people once again is what I'm hearing. But it's now in a very safe and protected way. And again, I was talking about receptivity. It's almost like, imagine this is you, and then there's like it again over here, but it's a whale and you. So it's like another spirit team with the whale or whales coming together, like bringing you together to receive each other. You know, so imagine this card mirrored on this side. It's like you two, I'm just hearing you're receiving each other. Neither of you are chasing each other. You're both just attracting each other like magnets, and you're mirror images to each other in this way of the hard work you've been doing on yourself, life purpose kind of stuff. These people, it's like soul family vibes, you know, and you're just coming together into union. Again, whatever type of relationship this is for you. That is gorgeous. That's just a gorgeous message. Wow. Okay, now we're gonna pull the last cards from my own deck, a Gentle Journey Oracle. This deck is on my website if you connect with it. It's all about just messages really from your soul and stepping outside of society and stepping into your soul. And so this one just flew out. Follow your heart, follow your gut. What do you truly desire? There is a reason you are feeling this pull. Yes. What are you desiring? Follow your heart and your gut. What do you desire? It's everything you've been wanting. There's a reason you're feeling this pull. There's a reason you're meant to be connected with these people or this person. I'm getting so many chills. This is a divine reason. This is like a divine counterpart energy, divine soul family energy. Again, however this relationship is for you, you're meant to meet because you just make the world a better place. Even if it's that you two just laughing on a porch together for the rest of your lives, you're sending amazing vibrations into the world and to the universe. That's healing. That's healing. I channeled this message for my Instagram a little while ago about the world just being a little sick right now and just like almost like the world having the flu, and to heal the world, all we have to do is heal ourselves and spread that healing in whatever way. And that's what I'm getting. You meeting up with these people is healing the world. And again, that could you just be having a fantastic life, this person, chatting, having deep conversations, having so much playful inner child fun. The vibrations that you're going to emit from this relationship, from these relationships, go out into the world and literally like start healing the world. It's so beautiful. You don't have to do shit but have fun and love with this person. It's what I'm hearing. There's a reason that you desire this so bad, because the universe, the world needs this so bad. The world wants this so bad. And this isn't to make you go like, oh gosh, I like have to meet this person. It's when you meet them and you know it's them and your soul knows it's them. Just know that as you're just loving on yourself and loving them in whatever way you're loving them, you're healing the world. The relationship that you have with this person, these people, is healing the world because it's a divine, beautiful, evolved connection. That just feels so big. Okay, I'm gonna pull one more card. I feel like I haven't channeled like the energy of this reading. These readings are so different than I'm used to. I don't know. I'm loving it. I'm very curious how you feel about the energy of this reading, or if you watch more than one pile. I'm just, oh, baby. Oh, it's like a third time I hit you. I'm so sorry. But she stays. Oh, do you just love the angelic vibes? Okay, two fell out face up. So we have hope is not naive, hope is inspiration, hope is fuel, hope is a warm embrace. And I just saw 2, 2, 3, 4, so 2, 3, 4, like on the right path. The hope you feel for this connection, these connections, is in your heart for a reason. Keep having hope. It's happening. It's a warm embrace. Some people look down at hope, and go, oh, hope is naive. Like, oh, you don't get your hopes up. Get your hopes up high, because you've learned that this is what you deserve. Even when you have moments of doubt, just work through it, figure out those triggers and work on them, But we're human. We're going to have doubt. It happens. That's what our ego, where we come with an ego. And we say, thank you for taking care of me, but I'm going to work on this. So hope is inspiration. I'm also hearing your relationships that you're building, that you're about to build, they're inspiration for others, for the world. Again, even if you never showcase it to anybody else, the world feels it. The world is healing from it. And then the last card, learn something fun today. Literally whatever sounds like an exciting way to expand your mind, body, and or spirit. This feels like literally a separate, I'm seeing this whole reading as one reading, and this is like completely separate for some of you. Some of you might be like, that doesn't pertain to me, but there's a few of you that have been wanting to try something new and different, and I'm hearing try it, go after it. Maybe this is how you meet this person, these people, or it starts a snowball effect, but don't do it just being like, I should do it to meet people. No, it's something that you've been like wanting to do, like your soul's been craving to do. And those of you who this feels like something, you'll know what it means to you. But I feel like this is like separate, a completely separate message for like a little pocket, but there's a thread to it, to this bigger message we just did. For some of you, I don't know how to explain it. You'll know. That's what I'm getting though. Yeah, expand your mind, body, and or spirit. That part though feels like this relationship, these people are going to expand your mind, body, and or spirit even more than you could ever have hoped for. Again, this hope, it's better than you ever thought it could be. Better. Oh, we love it. We love better, bigger, better, brighter. Again, if you liked my deck, A Gentle Journey Oracle, it's up on my website. I usually offer personal readings. Right now, if you're watching this when I post this, I'm currently on a little hiatus of doing personal readings, but keep checking back on my website. You never know when I will be redoing them. And yeah, I just really felt called to do more collective right now. And I also post on my Instagram if you are wanting that. I feel like I couldn't figure out what to say after that. At Sara__Parson. So thank you so much for being here. Absolutely loved your energy. This is such a beautiful message. I'm just remembering where we started and where we ended. I feel like we went on a journey together. I'm sending you so much love, sending you a little hug, and I hope to feel you later. Bye.